Wow, the Champions League, people, never disappoint. Today again on Wednesday, it didn't disappoint at all. Bayern Munich 1, Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1, Real Madrid 1, and Real Madrid went to win on penalty 3-4. Tony Rudiger with the last penalty. Some people will say football won tonight because imagine if Arsenal made it to the semi-finals. Lord have mercy. It was going to be like a parade for 1 week in London. You would never heard anything else. It's going to be all about we made it to the semi-finals. Manchester City, everybody said they're going to win the treble again. And Real Madrid, they always find a way to win. No matter what, no matter how bad you think they are, they always find a way to win. So this video is about random reactions on social media. And we're going to see what people have been saying. Okay, people. Look at this. Rudiger scores. Kovacic misses. Come on, Chelsea. Manchester City out. Arsenal out. So Chelsea fans are celebrating today because Arsenal is a big, one of the biggest enemies in London after Tottenham Hotspurs, of course. So Chelsea want to be the only team in London with the Champions League. So Chelsea happy. You can see here Chelsea transfers celebrating and showing Thomas Tuchel and Tony Rudiger did the job. We scroll down here. Look at the winning penalty. Tony Rudiger. His box office. That guy, he always entertain people. What a guy to have in your team, man. Tony Rudiger. The last penalty, I was afraid. I was like, please score, because if he didn't score, you know what was going to happen to him? He's black. So you understand all kind of abuses he was going to have on internet and all that. So, yeah, it turned out to be a very, very good evening. Good evening for him. So 4-3 for Real Madrid and Carlo Ancelotti, man. We have to give that guy a lot of flowers. He is the best in the entire world. I don't care what other people will say. So we continue to see here Tony Rudiger. And we're going to be all over the place, by the way, because there are so much to discuss. We're going to talk about Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Real Madrid. So we're going to be jumping, just reacting to your reactions on social media. Look at that. Wow. How would they do it? I don't know. The fear factor. Look at Thomas Tuchel with his players in the dressing room after beating Arsenal 1-0. Choupo-Moting of all the people. Arsenal, where you go from here? Arsenal. Carlo Ancelotti is the first manager to knock Pep Guardiola out of the Champions League in 3 different campaigns. Wow. 2014 semi-finals against Bayern, because I think back then Pep Guardiola used to be Bayern Munich manager, right? And Ancelotti Real Madrid before he got sacked and then came back. 2022 semi-final against Manchester City. 2024 quarterfinal against the same Manchester City. Ancelotti, he is the perfect manager. He's not very vocal. He will let you do your job. He doesn't really bother much, but the silence that just discipline people to do the job. Arsenal dreaming of the Champions League. Bless their little heart. This is from Chelsea perspective. So the problem with Arsenal is every single season they win the quadruple from day one. Because it's going to be the opening of the Premier League. They beat some lower teams 4-0. All of a sudden, that's it. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the FA Cup. We're going to win the Carabao Cup. We're going to win the Europa League or the Champions League. Whatever competition they are in Europe, they're going to win it. At the end, they got smashed the last minute, and then the elephant fell off the tree. Same old story. Same old, same old. Alex here said that football won tonight. All right, football won tonight. Man of the match, Valverde. Wow, what a player, what a performance he put today. So, Chelsea fans, you let me know. Next game is going to be against Manchester City at Wembley for the semi-finals of the FA Cup. They are mentally and physically tired. Remember that. Physically and mentally very tired. Look at Candy. Has anyone seen Arsenal, Darren Bent, Gonasaurus, Saka, Sapkalimp? Why not Saka? What is it called? Peri Peri Saka. Have you seen Peri Peri Saka? Prime Energy Drink, Logan Paul, KSI, Manchester City, Jackie Knuckles, Double Treble, Empty Yard, 115 charges. Has anyone? This is very, very funny from this guy. So Arteta just complained about something, right? He just said, okay, we don't have a striker to score us 40 goals. And are you going to blame anybody on this one? Because you had the money to do something, but you decided to go for Kai Havertz. And Kai Havertz can give you a good game today, and he's going to beat out, completely disappear for 5 games. Most semi-finals in the history. Real Madrid 33 semi-finals. Bayern Munich 21. 16 for Barcelona and 13 for AC Milan. Real Madrid are just way ahead of everybody. It's like the Champions League is their competition. Just look at what happened this season. Karim Benzema left. They had to play even Jude Bellingham as a number 9. He is a midfielder. They had a lot of injuries. Alaba, Militao, and some other boys that got like ACL injuries. And they keep on going, keep on winning, and life is good for them. Lunin is the guy who replaced Kepa Arrizabalaga. Kepa is short. Kepa can't cope with crosses and long shot and top bins, top corners, bottom corners. He can't deal with it. His hands are short. So quickly Ancelotti realized that this was a very bad or big mistake getting him on loan from Chelsea Football Club. So Lunin is really doing good. Great. He just even signed a new contract, but he was almost out of the door. That's why sometimes you just need to give somebody a chance. Saved 2 penalties today, so tells you everything you want to know. So no treble, no quadruple, no double treble for Manchester City because some fans, not everybody, became a little bit arrogant. We're going to win this. We are such and such. You know, the quadruple, the centurion, the whatever name they want to put to their achievement is just so annoying. They are not humble at all. Be humble, man. Be humble. That one hurt, really, for Manchester City. Because they had everything in hand to go and do it. Tony Rudiger scored his penalty. Mateo Kovacic missed his. Wow. So just to remind you what's going to happen in the next round, semi-finals, Dortmund against PSG, Bayern Munich against Real Madrid. I think PSG are going to beat Dortmund and Real Madrid are going to beat Bayern Munich. So in the final, it's going to be the Mbappe derby, the final showdown. Imagine if Mbappe beat Real Madrid before joining them in few weeks after the final of the Champions League. That is going to be something. Or do you think Mbappe is going to try to not to play against Real Madrid? I don't know if he's going to do that, but it's going to be amazing. Delivering the Champions League for the city of Paris that never won the Champions League. Only one team in France won the Champions League, Marseille. Imagine how that derby is going to be. But the problem with this kind of situations is not only the best team win. Okay? I've seen Chelsea win the Champions League with crap teams. You know? A lot of injuries and suspension, but that is one game. That's one game. Anything can happen. A penalty, a red card, a referee decision, something might happen, boom. And you win a final that you didn't really think you're going to win. Awesome, awesome. Jude Bellingham celebrating and showing the badge of Real Madrid. This is celebrating with friends and family here. I think that was Job Bellingham, his brother, in the stand to support the big brother. But yeah, it is what it is, people. It's a shame that Chelsea are not in the Champions League, but we are behind our boys. Carlo Ancelotti is one of us. For me, the best Chelsea coach in my lifetime. He was immense. I don't know how stupid we were to sack Ancelotti. And you have Tony Rudiger that people really love at Chelsea Football Club, who did the job. And then you have Thomas Tuchel, one of us, and Jamal Musiala, made in Cobham, Chelsea through and through, and who saved football from Arsenal. The world is saved today. Justice is done. Football won.